Yo, 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 it's your boy DJ Tony Tone, and we're live at Exclusive Talk Radio here in the mix with my youngin', Mr. Caden Albright. Everybody give it up, Mr. Caden Albright. There we go. Not Mr. Caden Albright. We also have a special guest here to join in our conversation on the father-son talk. Mr. Shern, Cutta Smuve, entrepreneur and digital. Man, EP. I got to say it right. EP Digital. Owner and CEO of NANCO AERO. Let us know, how was your journey here to the station today?
Well, what it do, people? You said the journey to the station today mean like just driving here?
Driving on in.
Driving on, well, it was hard to find a little bit. You know, it's kind of ducked off. You know how Houston is.
Yeah.
Crazy streets, but always traffic. Just to get over here, you know, if I could fly, I'll be here in like 5 minutes. But you got to go all the way around. 290 is ridiculous. 610, back up 45. I'm glad you don't live that far up 45. Or, you know, this ain't that far up 45, but, you know.
But your commitment to get here is impeccable, man. And I gotta say that because, again, your commitment to push through, man, led to you being owner and entrepreneur and just a go-getter in the tech field, being one of the only, like, I'm gonna say only one that I know of for sure, Black leading tech creators in the industry, especially here in Houston.
Thanks for the love.
You know, you're making some big moves that's not really known out there. You know, you're kind of moving under the radar, but we're gonna shine some light and spread love to it because it's, again, a big change, and a lot of people need to see this. Let everybody know about your business.
All right, so I am the CEO of NANCO AERO. That's NANCO AERO, as in aerospace, and we make advanced air vehicles. Now, what is that? That's drones, all the way up to large people carrying drones, aka flying cars. So yes, we are making flying cars here in Houston, and we are officially the only African American aircraft manufacturer in the world. I appreciate it.
Man. Yeah. Wow. So you got something to say about that, man? Because I'm astounded.
That's crazy to me because, like, I always wanted flying cars. Like, I wanted to experience it.
Man, I experienced it with the Jetsons.
Hey,
I don't think he know about the Jetsons.
I'm wondering, do you know about the Jetsons?
No.
Oh, you get to live it in real life. That's even better. Yeah.
But yes, man. With that, again, world-class vehicle development team.
Mm-hmm.
How? I mean, it's a grand. And I'm just in awe. I'm sorry, man, because again, like sitting here and really talking about it and sitting in it, you're in history.
Yeah, living like in a real, like, this is Black History Month.
Literally
making Black like, yeah. I'm shocked myself, right? Like sometimes I am flabbergasted. Like it is what it is. I was put on this planet to make some flying cars. You know, it's gonna make a lot of things happen.
What led to that inspiration? Like, what made you want to get into technology, like the tech side?
So whether it was tech, so I've always been an inventor. So I was that little kid. I don't know, before I can talk, really. I was putting stuff together, Legos. Like, I like that stuff, building stuff, inventing stuff.
That engineering spirit early on.
Right. So I didn't really know engineering in the beginning. I just think scientist, you know. So I'm that, you know, there's a show called Mr. Wizard.
Okay.
Mr. Wizard was my guy. Taught me a lot of stuff. So yeah, I always wanted to put stuff together, love science, you know, I just wanted to make stuff. So I grew up to, you know, make anything that comes to my mind. So the goal was to go to school for robotics and rockets.
Mm-hmm.
With that technology, you know, it would help me to build anything that come to my mind. So that was the goal, going to Florida Tech. So here we are now making things that come to mind.
So were you born and raised in Houston?
Negative.
Okay, where were you born?
Born and raised in McKeesport, Pennsylvania. So it is a small town outside of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Southeast Pittsburgh. So Steel town.
Still, man. And your venture, because I know you didn't leave Pittsburgh and just come straight to Houston.
Oh, negative.
So it was,
the
networking had to be, you had to create, connect.
It's a travel.
Every single place that you went. Let us know about that journey of stepping out of, was it a comfort zone that you had to step out of? Uncomfortable situation for you to actually get, leave home and say, you know what, this is my destiny. I'm gonna get out and walk in.
It's crazy because it takes just that. So it is one of the highest discomfort zones I could say. It made my mom cry, of course, but
mamas don't want us to leave.
Don't at all. She didn't believe me when I said, hey, I'm going to Florida Tech. I am going to Florida Tech. I don't care what you think. It's so far away. Yeah, it's where the beach is. I am going. But it was, no, I didn't know anybody in Florida. There's no family down there. So just that leap of faith of going to Florida Tech. So a little known fact about it, how I got into Florida Tech. I didn't really apply before I left.
Okay.
So it was a big out leap of faith. If I was going to be poor and a bum, I'd rather be a broke bum on the beach in Florida. That was the thought. That was the vision. So I went, I caught the bus. It was such a dream. It wasn't I didn't think I would fail. Right. But it was I'm going to do it and make it happen. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm all for it. I'm gonna make it work, right? So no failure crossed my mind. All I thought was, I'm getting into Florida Tech. I'm gonna study engineering. I am going to be an inventor. I'm gonna be a big inventor. I don't know what invention I'm going to make, but man, I'm going there to do this. Nobody's stopping me, and nobody's going to be there. I'm gonna most likely be by myself. And it was just a mindset of, this is what I'm going to do. Period.
You had a disciplined mindset.
Right. I just went with it. $0. Think, one credit card.
Because again, so again, because you got to get accepted in the school to get that student money. You know what I'm saying? Classes got to be rolling and stuff. So that's a big step out, man.
Big leap. So I showed up on Florida Tech that day for the first time after a long bus trip. From the hotel, I ain't had no money for a cab, so I walked from the hotel to the school. Applied on the spot, did the little tour. Got back, I got accepted. You talk about like that, like a excellent feeling. That was like the beginnings of this excellent feeling. Like, I'm, we're borderline building flying cars now, but back then we're talking about 2002. Just getting accepted on the spot. Like, hey, you know what? They're doing the rest of the tour, but you need to come this way because we got to get your financial aid ready to go because class is starting 2 weeks
And with that, it was preparation to get to that point.
Oh, yeah.
So it wasn't no BSing around in school to get the grades for them to get that.
So there is a little bit of pre-story. So graduating high school, you got to. So I love science, right? So all of my science and math grades in high school were good, right? English, writing, you say what you want. I passed, right? But I love science, so all my science stuff was good. I know I did go to an HBCU. I didn't do too well. So I left out and went.
Shout out HBCUs out there.
Yeah. All still love because we're going to be working with TSU here.
Shout out TSU. I ain't graduated either,
Prairie View.
Right. Shout out TSU.
And it's nothing against HBCUs. It's just at that particular time that school was going through periods of growth period, and again. Many of the HBCUs are literary schools, meaning they're not main focused on science. And I needed a tech school. Like, where's the HBCU tech
I ain't
school?
trying to get into none of this other stuff.
Yeah,
I
want to make robots and rockets, nothing else. Like, give me that, right? Nothing else.
If y'all ain't got a class for that, I ain't trying to, yeah.
Right. So I was like, all right, NASA, Florida Tech, bet I'm going there. So that was a whole thought after Lincoln University. So I topped out on all of my math classes, science classes. You couldn't stop, like, touch me. I'm like, there's a bit of a competition, intellectual competition. I want to be the smartest person in the class.
So you have that drive.
I have that drive. It's just
not this class clown.
Not the class clown. I mean, I tell jokes. I will laugh in class. I will disrupt. But I learned very early, probably around your age, if you make the best grades, teacher can't say nothing to you. So I'll laugh and joke, but
if them grades don't reflect,
right. So, of course, in high school, but I changed like the whole mindset in Lincoln University because I had a 4.0 there.
Wow.
So went to CCAC, community college. Don't knock community college.
Don't knock it.
Don't knock it. So I went to HBCU, then to community college, and then it's like, all right, I pretty much topped out there. They have no more science classes for me. I need,
I need more.
I need more.
Your
right?
Hunger.
And it's like they don't have an engineering degree, so all right, we're going to Florida Tech. And then I decided, you know what's going to take? Figured out the degree. So I was just again all on my own. My mom didn't need to tell me to, hey, go out and find college, find what you need to do to get into Florida Tech. I had to do it on my own.
Get on that computer and look up some scholarships.
Right. And then figure out the financial aid, right? So I was like, So it was all on my own. So I was like, all right, well, if it's all on my own, then hey, let me go ahead and order this bus ticket one way. I'm not coming back. I'm putting it all on me. And if it's all on me, I got to put in the work.
Yeah.
Got to put in the work. That's it. I went like Kermit the Frog, you know the song?
Yeah.
The story. Kermit the Frog going out on his own, lead the world. So yeah.
Man, that's amazing, man.
It's
now, cool. with your business, flying vehicles, what online resources do you use to help you do your job?
YouTube.
Shout out.
YouTube University will teach you anything. No, it's everything. There's the internet, period. Like searching for whatever article, whatever book, whatever again, videos. There are YouTube videos. Won't really tell you much about one thing, but you have to gather a whole lot of information.
Right.
It
and
isn't
just and figure it
right.
out and really do the research. And for what I'm doing right now in advanced air mobility, all the stuff I had to gather, like I could pretty much wait, you can't just run past that.
All right.
Advanced
air mobility. AAM. That is the industry.
Advanced air mobility
we are talking about. So when you talk about drones,
not no plane mobility.
Advanced air mobility. Yeah, the next level. So we're talking about Jetsons is advanced air mobility.
more advanced than Teslas.
Hey, right? So you know what I'm saying? That's today's technology, advanced air. So, all right. You try to go against Musk just yet. All right. But yeah, just it's a pretty good feeling to make these actual real life, and there's no BS. So we can't just talk about building or just talk about flying cars or building flying cars without actually
doing the work.
Right. So we're not talking it. We are actually going to do. We're actually going to build a real full scale urban air vehicle, regional air vehicle, whatever you call it, advanced air vehicle. We are building that flying car.
And so literally you're in well, let me say, this is like where you can now, is this over the software, hardware? Now you're able to kind of expand out more. What is the main focus when getting into tech? Is it either or?
So when you say us getting it, so my philosophy I'm
gonna be real.
Right.
Is what you're trying to do. You're trying to say, hey, I got this here. Cadillac. Let's go. Give me some money for the sponsorship. All right, let's partner up. Let's boom, boom, boom. Is that what we're trying to do?
It's crazy that you say Cadillac. If Cadillac came up with an offer, I would be, we'll sit down and let's talk.
Man,
right.
We laid back to put some swingers on. I put some swingers on my little advanced
air swinging. Air swinging is the term. Hashtag air swinging. But yeah, a luxury air sedan is really what we're building here. So
Right.
you might see some concepts of flying drones. So pretty much people putting themselves on a pretty much large drone, 8 propellers, what have you, open propellers and thing. That's not really a comfortable ride for you. Me, I want a comfortable ride in a air vehicle, not like a helicopter, right? It's pretty dangerous, vibrations. It's an uncomfortable ride.
Right.
We want something very
Smooth.
comfortable, smooth, and still safe, but small and sedan-like that we are used to. So why can't we make that? Was the initial question. So when I went to Florida Tech, talking about where the idea came from, I was at Florida Tech. I wasn't a senior, I was a junior, but I was on a senior design project. So again, ambition, always ambition. Like just like how Jordan.
And when people say you ain't even supposed to be here,
I ain't even
man,
I'm
here.
Exactly, I'm here, right? Just like play with the higher level. So yeah. It was a project for a flying submarine. So you're talking about a crazy project in college. Yeah, there's a European team, French, Sweden, German guys, flying submarine, an airplane, RC plane that'll take off from the airport, fly, fly, then land on water,
and be
float,
able to
then submerge, right? Swim on the water or fly underwater, then resurface, take off from the surface, and then land back at the airport. Now that's a pretty dope project, right? I'm not sure who would need the vehicle, right? But I was like, all right, that's cool.
the military,
of course, the military.
Hashtag,
right?
War.
I believe it's still in development. I haven't checked on it in a while, but at least I was on the initial stages of that project, designing. I learned everything I needed to know about how to build an aircraft from that project, and the airfoils, what it will take to get a vehicle off the ground or even in that water, just whatever fluid it is, whether it's on this planet or another planet, right? How to make it fly. I learned it. Then how the structures and all of that,
the buoyancies and all of that kind of
So it was a very interesting. And just one moment, I'm thinking like, man, if I could build this, and I know all of this in school, like I could build flying cars. Like that just started the thought, just flying cars. Well, if I have the knowledge to build flying cars, well, where are they? Why hasn't anybody else built them?
Right.
It couldn't be just me with this knowledge.
Right.
You would think, but no, come to find out, yeah. Even at that time, I am already driving myself with the knowledge I know in a position that not many people know, right? How to build that type of vehicle, know that type of engineering,
right?
That type of information to know how to scientifically and physically build an air vehicle in that manner. Yeah.
And you take advantage of it, man.
Right. Not then. See, I was in college, still a little bit, not confident. I'm thinking
figuring it out.
Nobody's gonna believe that a young black guy from McKeesport, Pennsylvania, has invented a flying car. And you want us to put millions of dollars in you? Boy, shut up. So I ain't believing it. Or I think didn't believe in it. Then also, they're not gonna believe in me. Then they're also gonna take my idea. So I ain't tell nobody. Kept it to myself, put that joint in my heart, deep in it. Like, all right, that's my back pocket. Right. That's my big joker.
That's my golden
That's my
ticket.
big joker right here. So I graduate, go into the industry, spent 16 years in oil field. So after Florida Tech, I get hired into Houston. So that's how I get to Houston.
Okay.
Right. Oil field picked me up, research and development the whole time. So from Smith International, Smith Bits, National Oil Well, Varco, and Weatherford, all R&D, making
some big companies,
some big companies, right?
For those who don't know, those are some big companies.
Fortune 500, 50,000 employee, top oil field engineering companies. And I earned 8 patents within all of them. So,
man.
So yeah, it's
and again that your designs.
These are my creations, my intellectual property
that are in the books.
In the books. They own it, right? You got to sign it off because it's one thing. You work for those corporations, they own your brain, right? Just like the NFL may own your body. These corporations, they own your brain, especially if you're an engineer.
You said, if I can do all of this here,
why can't I do it for myself? Right. So if I can, like, there's a few projects, multi-million-dollar projects, multi-million, even though it took multiple millions to develop, that's the hard part.
You got to get the money.
You got to get the money to make or got to get the money to create the value, and the value will create the money. And that's a little entrepreneur thing, learning what is the value in your product or service, right? That is that value that you're developing. Once you have the value, you can multiply that, right? So I can do that. That is I can do that. So the goal,
and you have done that.
Have done that. I am doing that. Currently in process. So yeah, that's woo. It's a weird, crazy feeling because there's a lot going on right now, and it's like this is real. Like, my man behind the camera was the first friend of mine in Houston, if y'all didn't know. So I showed up to Houston by myself. Again, just like how I went to Florida Tech, in Houston, same way. Just got a job. I don't know nothing.
Shout out to Grind Zoo, man. Keeping it real, man.
You talk about it, day one. Well, he didn't show up until like a year later. I was already here for a year by myself.
But he seen the vision. He was aligned with it.
Yeah, he showed. Well, I had a different vision back then. Well, no, I had the same vision. So the initial goal was, I never really wanted to get investors. I wanted to build this whole thing myself, bootstrap it, right? Because nobody's never done it. Like you may see, like Elon Musk, what have you, but they took on investors. If nobody's willing to invest in a Black inventor, how can a Black inventor invest in itself?
Right.
The initial thought theory was to create these small inventions or do other products that will lead me to generate revenue, and then I can build my own
bigger brand,
bigger
project from that.
There you go. And we got full ownership of a flying car, right?
Yes,
we good. So
full stake in it.
A full stake, right? No, don't have to share.
Ain't gotta make no decisions with nobody.
Right.
This is what's gonna happen. Look,
turns out to be harder than you think. So, little entrepreneur lesson: a small product will take just as much effort, time, and convincing as it will be a big product. So, for example, on my previous product, is a little accessory, $25. Now, yes, it's a good product. The wrist MC,
wrist MC.
My first official invention. Yeah, I haven't been wearing it. It will be back out later. You know, certain things I got to go down to put the whole image together.
Gotcha.
But I call it the nickname. My internal nickname for it was the impossible product, because it was a hate it or love it product.
Right.
And it almost seemed as if I can't sell it. Right. But some people will be willing to buy it.
Right. Some people want that.
Some people want it. So all products are like that. You just have to find your market for that product.
True.
But the thing is, the effort, if for this $25 product, and I go and I spend 15 minutes to sell to you, I may get the sale, but that's only $25. On a flying car,
and do that same
thing, same time. Yes, it may take longer to develop, but the same time to sell that customer, for as long as you can get a customer, you can create the product.
Ooh.
So you see what I'm saying? So I learned all of this the hard way. Nobody's going to teach you, but this is real thing.
Shout out to all the candle sellers out there. Shout out to all the steamers out there, the eyebrow sellers, lash ladies. Hey, you're doing your thing.
Keep doing it.
Keep doing it.
Keep doing it. Keep hustling.
Keep hustling. Stack building that money and invest in that big thing that you got.
I know you got
that's bubbling down in your spirit. Push it out. Don't sleep on it. They told you couldn't do it, but guess what?
Yes, you can.
And what's crazy is I'm going to a scientific, mostly science, middle school next year. Going to the 7th grade, but it's mostly science. It's gonna have other classes like math, English, but it's mostly gonna be about science. And I know one day I'm gonna have that one project that's gonna say you gotta make an electric something that you could bring to class and it's like usable. And I'm getting from you that's not like making that is not gonna hold me back from doing what I need to do. And I'm lost.
It's
No,
all
no.
right.
Yeah,
You just
I know
Hold
you
on,
ain't get
hold
nervous,
on.
are you?
Nah, but it's like when like say like I get a science project right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting from you that I can make and build that, and nothing's gonna stop me from doing that
Whatever you want to do.
and doing getting get like doing like testing out the stuff that I need for that one project that I need.
I got what you're saying.
So pretty much, there is nothing. If you were to get a project today, there's nothing stopping you from developing it or researching it or developing it, producing it, and selling it. So if
Exactly.
you got an idea and want to put it together in a school project, so hey, everybody in school right now, you have every opportunity. And one, there's no lack of opportunity out here, right? As man goes into the future, opportunities will grow. So every project you get is an opportunity to produce something. All I can say is nobody really told me that projects are kind of like new products. Teachers are putting you in a realm to create a new product, but they don't tell you, hey, you're creating a new product. And if you do create that new product, you can sell that. And that is your invention. Every project you do is a project for an invention, and you can make some money off of that if you put your mindset on it.
Hey, with that being said, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. It's a great sit down, man. We're gonna get right back into it. Of course, we got Mr. Cutta Smuve in the building with us, but definitely we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna see it live in action right here at Exclusive Talk Radio. Make sure you stick around. Yo. It's your boy DJ Tony Tone. Back, live and in effect. Right here, live. Mic check. Let me make sure I'm hearing myself correctly here. All right, we in it. Man, we're back again live in the studio. Mr. Shern, Cutta Smuve in the building. And I want to say, what led you really to, man, just step out on faith?
Belief in oneself. Well, it's the dreams.
Because the journey, man, I know you didn't get through it by yourself.
Right. No. So the faith part, the dream part, as well as the extreme discomfort. So another thing, poverty. Now, I didn't grow up wealthy, a single mom and everything. I am that statistic. So that discomfort of not being a statistic is one driver, right? A crucial driver to one push forward. Like, all right, I'm not staying in this. I got to move forward. So when it comes to the faith, like, all right, I want to move forward. I have to move forward. I will feel better there, but I may be fearful of it. I don't know how it's going to happen. Faith. And that's where God comes into play. So I wanted to let y'all know that as I tell this story, no matter where you may see me, please know and understand this was not all me. For sure, I may have made some decisions along the way, but I can't express it enough that God, and yes, I say God, had the biggest play within my life throughout it all. And I mean, there's some stuff that have happened I can't really explain. Like, one, the Florida Tech thing is one. Then getting, accepted into Houston. Sometimes God will put you through some rough stuff just to strengthen you, and then show you that God, yeah, I did it. What you gonna do about it?
Today, man.
Right? But you had to do it. You had to go through it in order to get here. And this is what you want. This is the dream you had. This is what you had to go through.
Yeah, I had to press you. I had to shake you. I had to get you.
Right. So you talking about faith, like I say, you got to have faith. You got to believe in God. Like, because I'm proof. I'm telling you, it's not a lie. I'm building flying cars. When you see them fly, I hope you see God's hand directly on it and holding it up, because it took every bit of that just to get here. It's almost as if it's creating itself. I'm just going along with it. You know what I'm saying?
Just the vessel.
I'm just the vessel, right? The idea hit me, and that's coming from God, period. Like, where did this come from? Like, y'all ever thought about where do thoughts come from? Like, do they really just come from you, the inside of you?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? It just comes from nowhere inside of you. And sometimes it may just be you thinking, then a crazy thought out of nowhere. Right. Yeah. Like, ooh, wait a minute. Where does that come from?
We gotta take that silent time and not be distracted by the world and just wait a minute.
Mm-hmm. You hear it, and of course, your maker, God, may speak to any of us in different ways. But I know I have my relationship, and I would urge everybody to get the relationship, because yes, I've been spoken to.
Don't have one, get it. If you got it, get it
ASAP.
It's broken, get it right with them.
Because my success and what I have done and the things that are on the horizon is absolutely amazing and absolutely all God.
That's amazing, man. Definitely. And I definitely want to ask, with that being said, what some of the strengths do you have as being a developer?
So as I tell the kids, whenever they ask, hey, should I go into hardware? I think hardware, software. I went into rockets and robotics, meaning I wanted it all. Like, so mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, software engineering are the top three. And I wouldn't say top three engineering. Because there's chemical as well, which would be the materials, right? That's the top, because everything in here, a chemical engineer had a play in. Now, outside of that, you want to have the mechanical, electrical, and software work, which are the three newest development disciplines that create the things.
Wow.
Right? All the things that are around you. And for the future, being that it's going to be a very digital electric age, learning, mechanical, electrical, and software all at the same time. Like, for example, he has every opportunity to learn all three of those, even in high school. If like they got robotics, like I'm a robotics coach. So STEM robotics programs to get you programming and build, like pretty much electrical, mechanical, robotics, engineering.
Tap in.
Right from middle school, right? Software from middle school, all the way up to get started now. By the time you graduate high school, you would have the knowledge to build everything in here if you actually took it serious.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's some deep stuff right there, man. And let's see it.
You want to see
Let's get into it.
A lot of people like to say,
now, because with this, I'm gonna say with this piece of advanced aero mobility, how would you explain a relevant technology to someone with such limited understanding of tech?
Well, I would start with the drone. Excuse me. If you understand drones, then you can understand flying cars. If you can understand airplanes and helicopters and drones, mix them all together. All three of those technologies exist. You see planes flying.
Does that include like Grand Theft Auto and video games? None of that.
Hey, Grand Theft Auto can make you do some things, but not like that. Lamborghinis and flying, yeah. But no, in real life, in real San Andreas, the helicopters, they spin them real fast, they go up. So if you get propellers that spin real fast, it gives you a thrust. Now you can do that wherever you want, right? Split it in 4, split it into 8, split it into 16. Configure it how you want. You can always get a airworthy or a flyable aircraft if you put enough power to it. So that's a little bit of the technical details, but basics. If you can see helicopters and airplanes flying, drones you see now, well, flying cars are next. And you see the technology already. You're looking at the computer, right? It's already advanced. It's just putting all of these advanced systems into one big, bad, good-looking system of a flying car.
We're going to tease it for a little bit.
Okay, I'll let it sit back. sure, you know.
But we know seeing is believing. He got it. He got it. We're gonna see if it's really in here, y'all. I think I see something. I don't know. We're gonna see.
I got a question.
Let's get it.
What would you do if Elon Musk asks, do y'all want to mix cars? Like, say like
investor,
like the
partnership.
like the flying, like your flying car and his electric car go together.
If he came up with, if he wanted to do that, hey, let's talk. You know, that's all you said. When you're an entrepreneur, you're a businessman. Like, you don't want to put these things out there. We had to talk.
Numbers matter.
Numbers matter because this is a big idea, and I'm pretty sure Tesla's a big company. Not to get off topic, but yes, I've heard Tesla in a few interviews. He's thinking about this industry, but the good thing about when I say there's no lack of opportunity out there, the big guys, they're already busy with other things.
Yeah, they're trying to get to the Mars and
he's trying to get to SpaceX. He already has electric vehicle. So he and many others who may be rich and wealthy enough and have some knowledge to actually do this, well, they are overwhelmed and they are distracted.
Yeah.
Leaving an opportunity for little old me to make some flying cars. So that's something I thought about when I was in school. Like, why hasn't anybody developed it?
Yes.
They distracted on other stuff. So they wanted to go to the moon, right? Way past. So like, well, nobody's going to think about the sky right above the city for us to fly in,
Man.
Like y'all just going to skip go. I guess y'all leaving this for me, then I'll take it. That's literally how the thought pattern over these years, like, because again, I have it in my back pocket.
Right.
And you're still not going to do this? All right, I'm watching the industry and people, they're doing, again, other things. And, yes, there's Mars, but driverless cars, so many other technologies.
And this is a lane that's untapped just yet.
Untapped the whole time. So I know when we launched in 2020, when we did it, it seems as if the whole industry is like, yes, let's go. So a lot of people came online at the same time in 2020. So it was like, now is the time.
Yeah, but really push it.
One of the, to the young ones, always look for, the new industries coming out, new things coming out. The big guys may be too busy to get into it, therefore leaving a big opportunity for you to get into and take it. Have faith and take it. The idea was given to you by your Lord. Take it.
Hey, with that, what's the idea of #Skyfall?
Read them. Huh? Uh-oh.
I just fell asleep, y'all. I'm sorry.
Sky
freedom.
Yeah. Just one more from me.
My mind got glitched out right quick. You Instagram, Facebook family, all our social medias out there.
Maybe one.
I was thinking of 007, man. I'm so far from Skyfall, bro. I'm thinking of the cars.
Yeah. All right.
#Sky freedom. #Sky freedom.
Sky freedom. Never skyfall. Rule number 1, no crashes. Sky
no crash.
Freedom. Yeah.
All right.
You got a question about sky freedom?
I maybe got 1 or 2.
All right.
It's probably 2. Say you in the air flying. Where do you go to get gas or charge?
So that, my friend, we talked about this yesterday on my webcast. We have a webcast every Friday, Fly Friday 15, which I kind of describe to the industry the latest and greatest news. And one of the questions I like to answer is what to know when buying flying cars. Like, okay, so if you're buying a flying car, it's a very good question. Where are you going to land these joints and refuel it? So those stations are called vertiports. So like vertical ports. So vertiports. These vehicles are called eVTOLs, or vertical takeoff and landing. So they take off vertical and they land vertical. So if you could think of a station just like this, it's called a vertiport. These are new types of airports / gas station / heliport, specifically for these vehicles to not only land on, but to recharge and refuel. They don't really exist yet. There's a few companies that have broken ground, meaning they started construction, and those are, I believe, are going to be electric. So they're really only serve one type of vehicle. but all different kinds of vertiports will come about over these years, especially as these new vehicles. So nobody has been solidified in the industry yet. No standard design. Yes, there will be a station, like a friend of ours, like also developing in Houston, Sky Station. So we are partnered with Sky Station, who is pretty much going to build our NANCO Aero special dope Sky Station for our vehicle to use to recharge on. It'll have all the specs needed to recharge and refuel, any maintenance needed, as well as people coming in and being able to sit. It's still going to be almost like a mini airport, so a miniature airport within your neighborhood. Drive up to it. You may need an air taxi, or if you're bossing, you got your own vehicle which is parked there. Now, that is the I would say the more closer way until we get to the day of, yes, I can fly right into my garage, my backyard. Right. So in your backyard is kind of distant, but until then, parking at the vertiport would be best.
So like you said, maintenance as well on the vertiport.
Right.
So it's basically like an airport, gas station, helipad, and
electrical charge station,
and a maintenance station where you can you get your car fixed there type stuff?
No, I wouldn't. No. So it wouldn't be. Well,
you can't come up, pull up for a tune-up like, hey,
for a regular car. I don't know. It would be all upon, because again, this stuff will be decentralized. Hashtag Sky Freedom, because we're opening up the airspace to everybody to be involved. So yeah,
just like how certain.
Right, not just Boeing owning everything, right? Or the airports owning every airport. Now, a gas station, which anybody can own a gas station, can now own a vertiport that would be utilized, to which regular people can now own aircrafts.
Regular old people like me and you can pull up in our
hovercraft.
So have me hovering and floating right there.
So you and mama just gonna leave us at home.
We just gonna float away.
Y'all just gonna fly over the house.
We got a term for that too. That's hashtag sky dating.
Sky dating. Oh man,
we've talked about this for a while.
You got me on the edge, man. I gotta see the vehicle. We gonna soon be sky dating. Then.
Are you sure you ready?
I think we're ready.
Are you sure you ready?
I think we're gonna be ready. Let's. You ready? Breathe. We're gonna give it a little.
You ready?
Now what we have here is the pretty much first flyable prototype, the ER Mini, that I've been playing with, flying around the city so far. And I'm gonna shut it, just put it on top. So yeah. This will be the basic design before we, make her look real beautiful. I'm kind of looking under her skirt right now, but let you have that. So yes, all of this we pretty much made. When you're talking about systems engineering, right? No, we don't have to manufacture the propellers, right? We can buy those. So we say technology that already exists is mainly systems engineering. If you know how to engineer, right, and you've been a part of the industry for a while, you'll notice that there's a lot of people working on the technologies involved. Many of this stuff may already exist. You just need to tweak it to what you need to do.
Right.
But you need to be an engineer. You got to know about it in order to do that.
You can't just be breaking that down, trying to put stuff together. You blow your whole head off.
You got to know what you're doing. Now, you don't want to electrocute yourself. You can hurt yourself. Yes. So we have the ER Mini here, which is the small replica of the full-scale Ether Rider. So
the Ether Rider.
That's going to be the full size, carrying 4 people. If you can imagine 2 people, you and your wife sitting there, 2 kids in the back, but you said nope. So it's going to be 2 bags in the back.
2 bags in the back.
Bags in the back.
And we leaving them in the crib.
And, we're taking off just like this. And you're headed out. So this aircraft is flying now. You can see the videos on probably our website, or even more so our Patreon. We're putting all of our content on. You'll see us playing around with it. You'll see, yes, I'm knocking it around. I'm a research and destroy.
Right.
R&D.
You gotta test it out.
Tear it up. I'm gonna be the number one person to break it just to ensure you guys don't break it, and even surer that it doesn't fall out the sky and hurt anybody. So that's what I love to do. Right. So that's what I've been on my whole career, safety equipment on a large scale engineering level. And we're going to continue it with these advanced air vehicles.
And this beautiful piece has also gotten you on the Houston Tech Rodeo.
Yeah.
Let us know about that coming up.
So we've been selected to do an event this coming week at the Houston Tech Rodeo. We have Friday, March 4th. We will be at the University of Houston downtown at 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And we're going to pretty much cover and talk about everything advanced air mobility, from education and how to get into it. What do you want to learn? What to learn, as well as the new jobs coming out, companies involved, what types of vehicles, pretty much educating everybody in the community on everything that's new and needed to know about the advanced air mobility industry coming about. So we're being those ones to usher in this industry to the community here in Houston. And this event is the first event, one of many.
Now, is this something that right now can be I pull up and just pull up with my kids? Do I need to make a reservation online? Do I need to get some tickets on the website?
We would love for you to register online. Now you can go to NANCO, NANCO.AERO, AERO, and scroll down the page and you'll see it. Advanced Air Mobility Steampunk and Sky Freedom event. Click on that and it'll take you directly to the registration page, right? Register, we prefer that. But if you pull up, we will love to have you come on and have fun, come and learn something, and just, join in the fun and bringing about some real life flying cars.
Man, you heard it right here with the man himself, the inventor, creator. It's Black History Month, and he's a creator.
That's going in the history books.
Man, this is in the history books, man. This is in. I know, being a father, a husband.
I'm a family man, full on family man. God likes
entrepreneur.
That. Yeah.
So you're owner. Mm-hmm. How would the team describe you, man?
Crazy. I don't know. A lot of things. I don't. You know what? They got different terms for me. I think one is unicorn, right? A very unique individual that obviously has a unique path, which is a good thing. Like, I want to help. I want to help us, and I want to help us be on top for the next 150 years. That is my plan. That is my goal, and it will happen.
Man,
and they see that, and they are inspired by that. They love it, and I love them. So they are on the journey and enjoying the ride.
Man, definitely, we're in the building, man. And before I let you go, I'm gonna ask something, because it's something I got to know, so I can use personally. What's one of your favorite and one of your least favorite technology products?
Oh,
and why?
My favorite technology product. Now, is that like a new product? What do you mean by that? Or just my favorite type of technology general?
In general.
Because I had one of my mentors a long time ago. It was like, hey, you could tell a lot about a person, if you ask them, like, what technology represents them. So me, I'm a microchip. So that central processing unit, that's that number one. And there's going to be a new one every year. It's constantly getting updated, faster, deeper, bigger, better, stronger. So
change is good.
That's good. But that central processing unit is the most important part of all electronics. Nothing runs without the microchip. So that's my favorite.
Sometimes it's just that one little piece.
Yeah, right
there. It don't need to be big and seen.
It's not big at all. Seen. It's in the background, just firing fast, connected to everything, doing what it needs to do. That's my top favorite.
Choo.
Yeah, the microchip.
That we got to go to the least.
To the least.
What shouldn't I be using at the crib?
You know what? It's hard because I'm such a technology. I can't even think of anything right now. That's just a totally useless technology. Man, that's a hard question. I don't know.
The Apple, that's what I think. The Apple iRing.
Oh, the iron. See,
What I think is that the Apple car they're trying to make.
You know what? No. Okay.
I got track of me. Apple.
I got one. The Elon Musk brain chip. Y'all see that?
Yeah, I see that.
The way they put it in the pig. No, that is no. I dislike that product. We're not having that. I'm sorry. No.
You trying to put it in people, not man. The
right.
Put it in the back and get everything to control. I guess your mind.
They try to play it as like, hey, it's not going to control you. It's only reading. So it's
psych.
Well, like no. So the reason why I call it is useless because to read and map everything about the brain and what's going on inside, to read it, you don't need any implants. Like all of that stuff can be done external. Why you got to implant them in my neck, in my brain for to read? No, like
you
trying to control
me.
No, we're not having that. So no, thank you, sir.
Hey, but definitely, man, you have a big event coming up. You're going down in the history books. I'm proud to have you in on our show and to say I have sat down with somebody who's made history, and I consider you brother, my guy, Mr. Sherman.
Whoa. Please, no, don't use the Sherman term. All right.
No Sherman Merman.
No Sherman. I'm
sorry. I'm gonna take that back.
It's Shern.
Take back Sherman.
So there's a SHERN. There's a definition to it. It's completely different than Sherman.
Help us out.
Shern. So it's German. So technically, I'm like a black German,
Okay, that's why I got you, Sherman. I thought he was trying to nickname him. I'm sorry.
So Shern,
because your name is important.
It is,
and it's important in your name. So don't let nobody change your name.
Exactly.
You got to make that correction, and that's just period point blank. If they didn't hear it correctly, or if they didn't get it right, it's all right to make it right because there's meaning behind your name.
Right, and that's what I was going to get at. Like especially for the kids and everything. My son, Shern, right? It is, let's say you're an artisan or an artist or a crafter maker, right? This is like in German language or what have you. You just made something, right? It's like, it just finished it. It's nice, smooth finish. It's nice. That term, Shern, in German. So it took me a long time to figure it out. Man, it's just that
fine.
So I put Shern into everything I do. And I didn't learn that definition until I was well in my 30s. So y'all, I'm pushing 40. I'm 39. I'll, push 40 in a few months here, but I didn't know the definition to my name until after 30. Man. I know they just said, it means great, or it means this. And it's just so many different terms, but like it's a concept, not just a definition. Like, what is
it's more deeper than just what it is.
Right. Yeah. And then I turn out to be an engineer. It fits. So Shern,
Cutta Smuve, EP Digital in the building. Exclusive Talk Radio, man. Again, we appreciate you taking your time out to sit down with us. Hey guys, it's taking off. You better go ahead and follow right now. Go to the website right now. The link is in the bio. Go to the website. Reserve it now. You better find a way to get it reserved. You better tap in now because, hey, it's taking off, literally. It's your boy DJ Tony Tone here with Shern and my boy K-Dog in the building. And we appreciate y'all for tapping in. Any final words you want to tell everybody? We got 1 minute.
Aim high, stay fly. Peace, people.